tired. I'm frustrated. I'm not exactly happy. So if it goes off now, I'm just going to just lay down the topic. You see, if I have to go on, I can't read comments. I can't see anything. So I don't know what to. I can't read you. It just gives me a blank screen. So even if it goes off now, and since I realize that you can hear and you can see me, I'll just to do this via chatting and so on. So if it goes up this time around, I'm just going to continue speaking, because when it does that, I have a blank screen. I can't see nothing. So I'll just lay the topic down and then we'll do this through chatting. But remember that I wouldn't be able to read your comments if it happens. So I won't be able to react immediately. The issue is this. We have been told not to discuss, advised, admonished, whatever, reprimanded, not to discuss our issues, marital issues with external factor. And when we came together in matrimony, either of the spouses went, let's keep everything inwards. We don't want people to get into our issues. And like I said earlier, Bills that ostracizes you from the same society or she picked you from. I mean, you had friends, you had family members before you two came together. And suddenly it's just not good enough for you again to think that you can still fraternize with your people, with your friends and your family members. And also, of course, many of us have been told that whatever the issues are with your spouse, resolve it, don't involve third parties, don't involve people, let it be just between you and the person. Now, my thing is, that is the foundation for abuse. Because when somebody takes you from away from people, whatever bad that person is doing to you, the same people he or she has taken you away from would not see that. Which is why I came up with this question today. And which is why I'm asking you, ladies and gentlemen, if it is right truly for us to ostracize ourselves from our family and our friends immediately after marriage. Do we want to also, like we have been admonished or been advised, to keep our issues strictly to ourselves? In which case, if the person is now being bad to you, if the person is being mean to you, if your wife, for instance, no longer cooks for you, or your wife just does whatever she likes, and then you say, oh, I have been warned not to discuss this with anybody, or I have been told not to whatever this with anybody. I mean, and then you keep it to yourself, and it just continues. You don't have a resolution, you don't have a positive resolution to those things that are making you uncomfortable and unhappy in your matrimony, because you have been told not to discuss with third parties. And you have I mean, of course, if somebody is doing something repeatedly, it's because the person feels the thing is right anyway, even if the thing is wrong. Or the man now starts to abuse you, starts to beat you, starts to act up at home. You are not telling your parents, you are not telling your friends. They see you with marks and so on, you just keep lying every day. And of course, in the case of men, of course, women to abuse men. The man can't even come out and say, my wife did that. Oh, I mean, shame won't let him, his ego would not let him do that. But how right is it for us to actually agree and indeed keep these things to ourselves because they have said we should? Should we, in all sincerity, just not say these things because they said, okay, don't say it, you know, you don't want people to know what's going on in your homes? Even the other one, before he shut me down again, had said, if the husband is introverted, he wouldn't like his issues being discussed outside. And I asked her a question. I said, okay, I understand the introverted nature of the man, but if the same man that is introverted is not talking to you, keeping malice with you for months, is asking you to do strange things that you ordinarily would not do. This man married you, you did your test running and everything, he used your right hole, and then he goes into matrimony with you and he says to you, okay, I want a third person in bed with us. Or you find out that this man is gay and he wants you to watch him, and the man do. That's the only way you'll be able to touch yours and things like that. Or he now decides to go into your back hole, and then because he's introverted, he doesn't want that out. But these are things, maybe even went the wrong way one time and then something happened to you, he gave you a tear and then you went to the hospital and lied that you had constipation, and while trying to get rid of it, this happened to you. Your things are happening to you that you really like feel that you need to discuss. I read somewhere sometime about a woman that okay, the man must always lick her. Even if she's bleeding, she has to go clean up. The man must, it says the man goes wild like a madman if he doesn't do it. And when she's bleeding also, I don't know what was wrong with her, she had to go find a girl to pay for the man to lick. And then she eventually had to voice that out. I mean, those are things that happen in matrimony. Do you now keep this to yourself because you say you don't want to discuss your issues with the third party, or because you have of course been admonished not to discuss your issues with third parties? That's the topic, so to say, for today. Should we in all sincerity not discuss with family and friends, especially when we see that things are not normal, things are going out of way, things are not like they should be? Should we in all sincerity keep these things to ourselves? I don't know if I touch this thing now if it's going to go off again, but if it goes off this time around, well, I'm just going to have to like end it there, and we can have these comments and opinions through our down under comments, because again I may not be able to even read you anyway, and in that case I won't be able to like respond to whatever you have said. But if I read these things, of course I can always go and type my response to them. Today has been a day that I honestly think is just so unfortunate. I do not know why things have happened this way today. I am frustrated. I'm not happy. I had this topic in my head. I had things smoothly. I had my life planned out. But again, man proposes and they say God disposes. Still, I'm happy that at least I've been able to put something out there. And I am hoping strongly that we would be able to trash this out with our comments, even if we cannot do much on the live thing. Like I've explained, this is my 5th time of having to come on. My Facebook just shuts down, and I don't know why it's doing that. So, ladies and gentlemen, the topic today is if indeed it is right or it is wise for us to ostracize family and friends from our marriages. If it is wise and indeed right to keep them away from our issues if we have them. If it is indeed right for us to agree with a spouse to not involve family members and friends absolutely in our issues. Now, don't forget, like I have repeatedly said, I don't know whether it's here or on the previous ones that I lost, don't forget that when you are ostracized, when issues even come up and you don't tell anybody, by the time because you didn't think it was necessary to involve outsiders and third parties in your issues, by the time you now eventually speak out, things would have gone way beyond the stage that you can repair anything. So how wise is it for you to carry on with a spouse that you really is not doing something right, but you are claiming because you have been told not to report, you would not report? How wise is it to carry on with a woman that does nothing but go to parties, was not cooking in the house,